Welcome back to the mat for Spring to Life Method Pilates. We have a special Boxing Day class today. I really wanted to offer a class for us to be able to return to our bodies after a busy holiday weekend and really start to get back into a routine of moving our body, of feeling good. I have a very loose plan today of doing some nice active stretching and then getting into some deeper core work. So that's where we're going to begin. We're going to start in a child's pose with the big toes together and the knees open as wide as the mat here. Take a moment and just close your eyes, seal your lips, and take a deep sip of air in through your nose. And exhale, pushing all the stale air out. Again, inhale, find length in your spine. Feel the crown of your head get closer to the ceiling. And exhale, let it go one more time here. And on your exhale, reach your fingers to the mat and just slide forward into your child's pose, allowing your forehead to rest on the mat. Dropping the elbows down nice and heavy. Inviting space between the shoulder blades, where we tend to hold a lot of tension. Continuing to breathe through the nose and focusing on expanding that space between the shoulder blades. Trying to get the ribs to open up. We have, I think, about 80% of our lung capacity in the back side of our lungs, and we really don't spend enough time breathing into the back, and it feels so good to just feel your back get wider as you inhale, stretching those tight intercostal muscles, those little muscles between your ribs. We'll take one more deep breath here. And with your exhale, start to press into your palms and pick up your torso. We'll walk the knees in and bring the palms just under your shoulders. So we're in a nice solid quadruped position here. Taking your inhale to melt the body, melt the belly, looking forward. Be careful you're not dropping into your shoulders. Keep them plugged in down your back. Exhale, scoop your belly button to your spine. Round it in. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, finding your scoop. For 3, feeling the expansion of your abdominal wall, and then the space between the vertebrae as you curl. Focusing on that breath. And with this exhale, just returning your spine to neutral, bringing your gaze out over your fingertips, and you're just gonna let your hips sway side to side, and letting your body weight lean so your shoulders are shifting just a little bit here. But starting to stretch open obliques and hips. One more to each side. Come center and let's circle it out. This always feels good. So start with your inhale, looking forward, and then pull left shoulder to left hip. Press through your cat stretch and then find that little side bend to the other side. So just continue with this kind of circular motion, allowing your head to move as your spine moves. So it continues to be an extension of your spine. Let's do one more in this direction. And then reverse it, take it back the other way. And this can feel a little bit funky if you're not used to this movement pattern. So just keep moving and you'll find it. Here for 2. And one. And then just come through center here, finding that nice long neutral spine. Let's get a little bit more into the low back here. So on your inhale, send your right toe back behind you. Exhale, lift it in line with the body. Take a deep breath in here. Can you get longer? As you exhale, pull the knee towards your nose. And you can use the top of your foot against the mat to really get into that curl. Feel your tailbone curl under more. And then release that. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, pull it in. Can your supporting shin push down more? Inhale, lengthen. So now from your big toe to the crown of your head is getting pulled apart. Exhale, scoop it in. Last one. Pull it in. Now from here, keep that knee bent. Bring the knee up in line with your hip. And from here, you're just gonna turn it out and pull that knee towards the same elbow. Bring it back, turn it in. So we're just starting to wake up this hip joint now. So we turn it out, knee to elbow, cross it back, turn it in. 3 more. Just like this. 2. And 1. Careful not to sit your weight too far off to one side. Lengthen that leg out. Just slide it in. Make sure you're centered over your hands. Inhale, send the opposite leg out. Exhale, it lifts. Take a deep breath. Lengthen. Exhale, pull knee to nose. Push your foot against the mat to round that low back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. For 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Now keep that knee bent. Send the toe to the ceiling. Bring the knee in line with your hip. Turn it out. Pull knee to elbow. Cross it back. Turn it in. So getting every range of motion of that hip joint here. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring it center, reach the leg long. Just return it, knees together. We're going to separate the knees again, toes stay together. Walk your hands a little further forward this time, and just melt your head between your arms. Maybe the elbows find the mat again, but your hips stay lifted. We get a deeper stretch between those shoulder blades. You let your fingers wiggle a little bit. Allow the blood again to flow through your palms. Circulating fresh blood to all of our joints here. 1 more deep breath. And with your exhale, allow your hips to melt back towards your heels. Curl it in, roll it up, bring those shoulders down the back. Now we're feeling a little bit warmer. Let's get a little deeper into some core work. Turning over onto your seat. Draw the heels together. Hold behind the thighs, grabbing the back of the legs, roll the shoulders down. Now that same curl we just found in our not our figure 4, our quadruped, we're going to find here. So this time the belly pulls away from the thighs, the tailbone curls under. You roll back about halfway, take a breath, scoop your belly button and spine, curl forward, lift up. Let's do that a few more times. The more you draw your heels together, the more freedom that's going to give you to move through those lower vertebrae that tend to be a little sticky. Hopefully they're feeling a little bit looser now that we've been getting warmed up. Pull forward, lift. Let's do 2 more here. And up. Now this time we're going to roll all the way back down and bring those legs with you. Let your head rest. Hug the knees into your chest. Maybe take a little rock side to side. We're going to get into our stomach series here, but we're going to make it gooey and stretchy. So holding on to those knees, try to keep the back of your hips down here. So if you're feeling really curled up, maybe let a little bit of that resistance go so your hips can drop down. And then use your exhale to rock your ribs forward, pick your shoulders and your head up off the mat. We're going to keep the right knee in, reach the left leg out and away, and really pull that knee towards your cheek. And as you're pulling it in, feel like I'm in front of you, I'm pulling your ankle out in the opposite direction. So we're not really crunched in here. We're trying to lengthen the front of that thigh. And exhale, change. Always sliding the outside hand to the ankle, continuing to change those legs with every exhale breath. And this is so good for massaging our colon, getting our digestive system really moving, especially after all the holiday goodies. This is good. Just to get us feeling back to normal again. Last one left. Bring both legs in. Let's rest the head back. Go ahead and give yourself a little head turn side to side if you're starting to feel your neck tighten up. Hands on both shins. Again, we're going to come into that C curl. Lift it up. Now let's send the legs straight up to the ceiling. We're going to do our single straight leg stretch. Both hands grab the right calf. Again, that left leg lowers. Let that hip flexor lengthen. Now double exhale. Pull that knee to your nose. Change the legs. Exhale and change. So we're starting to open up the hamstrings here. I normally like to really lift into the curl in this exercise, but it's nice to really take a stretch sometimes and just open up the back side of the legs. Let's do 2 more to each side. Check in with those shoulders. Make sure you're not shrugging them up to your ears. Bend the knees in. Rest your head back. Turn side to side. Loosen it up. Now we're going to go crisscross next. This time I want you to bring your hands behind your thighs. Come into your curl. Rock it up. So now we're really going to use our arms to start to initiate some rotation in the upper body. Lengthen the left leg out. Pull more with your right arm. Try to reach your left shoulder towards that right elbow. And change to the other side. So the arms are really helping you here, staying active and helping you to pull your ribs across and really get into that rotation. This range of motion always feels a little bit stiff. We tend to really tighten up in our mid-thoracic spine. So it's always good to twist, to open it up. Let's do 2 more each side. Pull across. Pull across. Last one, and rest. Now let's bring the feet down on the mat. Make sure your head is supported by your mat. Plant the feet. We'll go parallel here. Arms along by your sides. Let's start to find our shoulder bridge. So take a deep breath in. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. Curl your hips up and off the mat. Roll into the top. Press into your arms. Now see if you can just pick up your heels. Keep them lifted as you exhale. And melt down to the bottom. Inhale, heels drop. Exhale, roll the hips up. Now at the top here, pull that pubic bone towards your belly button. You get longer in your hip flexors. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, melt it down. Let's do 1 more like that. Exhale to roll up. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, drop the heels. This time, reach your arms back and overhead. Heavy arms to the floor, palms to the ceiling. A little less supportive here. Squeeze the glutes. Roll the hips up. This time, splay your toes. Put more weight into your heels as you melt through the center. 2 more here. Roll it up. Find those glutes. Inner edges of the feet connect to the mat. Pick up your toes. Melt through your spine. 1 more. Splay the toes. And roll, roll, roll. Let's lengthen those legs out. Inhale to the ceiling, exhale. Curl chin to chest, find your first roll up. Reach forward over the legs. Again, here, breathe into those back ribs. Exhale, roll it down. If you need a little extra support here, hold onto the legs. Inhale, reach back to the ceiling. Curl, grab on if you need the extra support. Use what's available to you. Roll it back down to the mat. And again here, the more you pull your inner thighs together, the more you're going to be connected to your powerhouse, which is going to help you to move through the tight, sticky spots in your back. Melt it down. Down. We've got one more. Reach to the ceiling. Curl forward. Go ahead and take a stretch forward over your legs here. Find those hamstrings if they're feeling a little bit tight. Relax your neck. And then we're going to bring both hands to the right ankle. So breathe in. As you exhale, pick that leg up with you. Start to roll back. And as you roll back, that bottom leg's going to pick up. Now we want to find this pressure cord. So if you need to walk your hands down a little bit, you can. Hold those legs together on the midline, like they're hugging a pane of glass between your legs. Take the hands palm over palm behind your head and scissor the legs to change. And change. Try to keep those blades up off the mat. No hands here. 2. And 1. 1. Bring the right leg back up. Rest your head down. Let's take the arms by our sides. Single leg circle. It goes across with the inhale. Down, open, and up. Starting to get a little more into our rotation here. For 3. Heavy bottom leg. Last 1. Find the top. Reverse it. Take it open. Down, across, and up. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now let's keep this leg here. Bring your hands back behind your thighs. Take a deep breath. Exhale, find your curl. Now we're going to keep that bottom leg anchored. See if you can walk up, up, up towards your ankle, lifting your back. Deep breath in, let that hamstring get heavy. Bring it back down towards the bottom leg. Just like how we started. Exhale. Pull your belly back. Tip your tailbone under. Toe to the ceiling. Walk it down, down, down. So finding our roll up with one leg in the air. Exhale. Curl. Walk it up, up, up to the top. Draw the shoulders down. Hamstring gets heavy. Pull it back. Walk it down. Take a breath one more time here. Curl it up. Let that leg help you. Now this time, really lift out of your back at the top. Flex and point. Reaching through the heel, through the toes for 2. And 1. Now just relax that foot. Scoop back just a little bit. See if you can hover the bottom leg. Maybe pull it up a little bit. Reach it down. Use the exhale to lift. Inhale, reach. 1 more. Lift. Reach. And lower all the way down. Go ahead and take that stretch over both legs. Breathe into your back. Walk both hands over to your left ankle. With your exhale, pick the leg up. Tilt your pelvis under until the toe points up. And then walk it down. 2, 3. And one side is always going to feel different. So I feel a little lopsided here. What can you do to even yourself out? Focus on the work through your core. Heavy hamstring tips you forward. So here, as this leg drops forward, I'm really scooping back this way. I'm feeling lots of opening in the low back. I want to hold on to that feeling. As I rock it back, take it down, 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 and we will do our circles on this side. I think I got a little excited to do the tree. And take it back, back, all the way down. Now last one here, bring it up to the top. Lift, tall, flex, and point that foot. Flex, and point. 3, 2, 1. Now from here, let's tip it back, bottom leg covers. Press forward here, drop your shoulders down, hands behind the head. Scissor change, scissor change. Keep it going. Keep that curl strong, elbows wide, chin up off the chest. 3. And finish with the left leg up. Lower your head down, rest your arms down, circle across. Back to the top. Inhale across, exhale up, drop those ribs down. 3, 2, 1. Find center, reverse, take it open. Down, across, and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, reach the leg down, reach your arms back. Nice big morning stretch here, circle wrists and ankles. And then with your exhale, you're gonna roll up, but this time grab the front of your shins. Curl it forward, grab those shins, rolling like a ball, tailbone under, belly back, roll to the shoulders, roll to the top. Controlling through your low back. We've done lots of opening for the low back, so that should be feeling pretty good now. Last 2. And 1. Come up and balance. Now from here, keep those heels squeezing together. You're gonna roll down into your C-curl, reach the legs on the diagonal. Inhale, reach long, arms open. Exhale, pull the legs in. Double leg stretch, inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. 3, 2, 1. Legs come in. Send them up to the ceiling. Zipper those inner thighs together. Step hands palm over palm. Bring that behind your head. Double straight leg stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, melt the belly, lift the legs. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You've got 3, 2, 1. Now from here, bring the hands behind the leg. Tip yourself up to the top. Let's open the legs a little wider than the mat for our spine stretch forward. Let's just take the fingers interlaced between the legs. Sit nice and tall, flex those toes back. With your exhale, pull the belly back, reach the fingers forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop and reach. Inhale, lift. For 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stay in your stretch. See if you can reach a little forward. Go ahead and pancake between the legs. And then lift it up nice and tall. Bring the legs together. Go ahead and give them a little shake here. Let's take the palms behind us. And we're gonna maybe have to adjust a little bit after we do our first one. So we're gonna do a little tricep bend. And as that happens, you're curling the tailbone under, elbows to the mat, squeezing your thighs. Now press to the palms. Lift the chest. Exhale, belly under, belly back, tailbone under, elbows reach down. Inhale, lift. Reach and lift. Use the exhale. This tricep dip initiates from your curl. Take it back. Lift it up. Last two. And you should feel a little shoulder opening at the bottom there. One, now let's keep the elbows down. Careful you're not dropping your chest through. Lift up in the chest. Pull back in the belly. Now with your exhale, one toe to the ceiling. Inhale, reach, exhale. Other toe to the ceiling. Inhale, reach. So we're using the pull from your abdominal wall to lift the legs. And then chest stays open, shoulders wide. Let's do one more on each side. Now from here, let's do a leg pull. Squeeze the heels together. Breathe in. Exhale. Pull the knees towards your chest. Now, I'll try to keep them off the mat. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pull them in. Nothing changes in the upper body. So if you need to take the legs a little higher, choose your diagonal wisely. Always listening to your body. Two more of these. Reach and pull. Now maintain this tabletop, little modified can-can. We're gonna take the legs 3 times in each direction. So we'll go right, left, right. Now keep those knees to the right, pull them more to your shoulder, lengthen them out, bend in. We go left, right, left, hold left, knees to shoulder, lengthen the legs, bend it in. Right, left, right, knees to shoulder, reach long, pull it in. Left, right, left, knees to shoulder, reach, pull it in. Let's do one more to each side. Now we're rotating a little bit below the waist, isolating the upper body. Last time, left, right, left, reach it long, bring the legs center. Now from here, can you keep the legs tabletop and press up through your upper body? So what's going to need to happen, hands back and open a little bit. Same thing. Knees go right, left, right, pull to the shoulder, lengthen out. Left, right, left, reach long. Just one more to each side. We're starting to feel those hip flexors here. We don't want that. But we're getting that nice twist in the waist. Hopefully your hips are not dropping too far away from you. Now keep the legs in tabletop here. Walk it in a little bit if you need to. Can you reach up and over the top? Stretch forward over your legs. Go ahead and sit up. Bring the soles of the feet together in a butterfly. Grab the ankles and just take a stretch forward here. Breathing deeply. And lift. Now we started to get into our hips a little bit in our warm-up in that quadruped. Let's take it a little bit further with some clamshells today. So stack your hips, bend your knees in towards your chest, prop your head up on your bottom hand. Careful we're not just dropping into the shoulder, we're turning that on. And then just find your rotation and bring it down. And you want your hips to stay back. So notice if this hip is dropping back as you rotate, you can always take your top hand behind your pelvis to keep it in place. And that might limit your range of motion, but it's really targeting the correct muscles. Good, one more external rotation. Now take it internally rotated, toe to the ceiling and down. Here for 3, 2, 1. Now we alternate, turning out, turning in, turning out, turning in. You should start to feel your waist working here. 2 more of these. And now, just like you're lifting the top of a sandwich up, squeeze it down. Top leg lifts and lowers, and you should really start to feel your waist working here. 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted. Hold the knee to your chest. Rotate it to the ceiling. Reach it a little bit back and pull it through. So we're making a circle just with the knee. So we're not changing the bend in the knee. The motion is coming from that femur head in the hip socket. One more in this direction, and then reverse it. So the toe reaches back, the knee opens up, pull it front. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring them together. Now, lower the top leg. See if you can lift both bottom feet, lower down. Both bottom feet, lower down. 3, 2, keep them lifted. Last set here, externally rotate, squeeze close, like a little grasshopper here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, lower the legs, foot and turn here onto your stomach, stacking the hands under the forehead. Reach those legs long, take a deep breath in, feel your belly expand against the mat. As you exhale, belly button to spine. Plug those legs in, the knees hover, the hamstrings light up. Inhale, release. Exhale, lift the hamstrings without pinching into your low back. So we want to keep all of this support, like I could slip a piece of paper right under your belly and lower. Finding that a few more times. Lifting the legs with the exhale, keeping the tailbone reaching towards your heels. Last time, legs stay lifted. We're going to alternate single leg kick. Kick your right heel in twice. Kick your left heel in twice. Right heel, left heel. Keeping the knees hovering off the mat. 1 more each side. Now reach both legs back. Check in with your abdominals. Pick them up a little higher, little heel beats, put them together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs lower. Go ahead and press yourself up. Let's turn onto our other side. For our clamshell, so prop up on your elbow, active lat, stack the hips, find your rotation, close it down. Rotate, squeeze. 3, 2, 1, reverse, turn it in. Lower, turn it in. Lower for 3, 2, 1. We alternate open and in. Keeping hips stacked, shoulders stacked, chin up off the chest. Last 2, and 1. Now we just lift the top leg and lower. If you use the exhale to lower the leg, you can feel a little pull up and in with that bottom side waist. 2, hold it up, start your circle, knee to chest, knee to ceiling, reach it back, pull it through. Maintaining that rotation for as long as you can, working your hip in every direction. For 2, and 1. Reverse, send your toe back, knee up, knee forward, and through. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs together. Both feet lift and lower. Lift and lower. We've got 3, 2, hold it up. Find your clamshell again, last set. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Go ahead and turn onto your stomach again. This time stacking your elbows under your shoulders, palms pressing flat. Take an inhale, disengage, melt through to the mat, and then with your exhale, entire backside of the body lights up, belly button to spine, Hamstrings hover off the mat. There we go. So you can draw your legs together a little bit more, protect your low back, scoop it in more, lift your chest taller. Single leg kick, right heel in twice, left heel in twice. Right heel, left heel, lift your belly higher. Every time that heel kicks in for 2. And 1. Now reach the legs long, keep them active. See if you can press up through your upper body, maybe your toes reach to the mat. Now pull the elbows down, belly stays high, hamstrings lift. Little baby rock here, working from your quads to the front of your pelvis. Knees and toes heavy, knees and toes light. For 2, 1, and lower. Go ahead and bend the knees, plant the palms, press yourself up. Let's sit it back. Take a quick little stretch here. Move it in, roll it up. We're going to come to kneel here in the center of the mat. We're going to get into some bigger side bends. So let's start by extending one leg out to the side. And notice what that does to your pelvis. Engage the seat, bring the hips forward, reach your belly button to spine. So you don't want your pelvis to be tipped forward. You want it to be pulled up. We'll bring that same hand behind the head and reach the other arm out to the side. You're going to first shift your ribs, like you're reaching your arm across a countertop, and then see if you can reach towards the mat, pick it up, restack the ribs. So we shift, we lengthen and reach, we lift, restack, reach, lengthen, lift, restack, reach, lengthen, maybe getting a little closer to the floor, and restack. And the whole time here, this foot is really anchored to the mat. Reach, lengthen, lift, restack. Now last one here, lengthen down. See if you can plant that palm under your shoulder. It's going to take weight out of that leg. We lift and lower, kneeling side kick, and lower. 3, 2. Keep it lifted, draw tiny circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse back. 2, 3, 4, 5, lower the toe, shift your weight back, tuck that knee under, and now you're just gonna sit your hips off to that side. So the legs stay on the side, grab your top shin, reach your arm up, take a mermaid stretch towards the legs, lift up, arms come through a T. Now we're gonna shift the ribs, palm down, bend the elbow, reach it over. And now if this is not a comfortable setup for your legs, bring the bottom leg forward. So you're in more of a Z sit here. And you can do the same thing. But if this is comfortable, this is a little more challenge for the obliques. So let's do 2 more of these. Reach up through the T. Now we find that rib shift again, palm to the mat, stretch it over and up. Last time here, over the legs, lift, shift the ribs, and reach it over, coming back up. Now from here, take your hands back behind you. Remember that little can-can trick we did? Take the legs around to the other side, and we'll come up. All right, so now extending the opposite leg out, same hand behind the head, other arm reaches to the side. We shift the ribs, we lengthen down, pull it up, restack the ribs. And again, make sure your pelvis is forward. If you need to walk that leg a little forward, you can. Ribs, lengthen, lift, restack. Ribs, lengthen, lift, restack. And we're getting this nice stretch through that oblique side. It's working to pull us back up and center. Square those hips. Last 2. Reach up, center, shift. Reach, can you bring that palm down? Shift the weight out of the foot. It lifts and lowers. 4, 3, 2, Hold it up, top elbow to the ceiling, little circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, reverse back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the legs, shift it back up. Tuck that knee under, and now sit your hips to the side. So either stack shins or your Z-sit, whatever works. Send the opposite arm up. Pull towards the legs. Come through your T. Find that rib shift. Palm to the floor. Reach it over. Core pulls you up. For 2. Lengthen out. And 1. Reach and lengthen out. Come on up. Let's take the legs again in front of us. Let's turn all the way to the side. Let's go back to our rolling like a ball. Take it back. Bring it up. So you're in a tight little ball here. Forehead towards the knees. Heels towards the glutes. Elbows perked out to the side. 1 more. Now come up to the top and balance. Wrap your hands under the ankles. You can stretch to your teether. Pull the heels in. Roll back. Roll up. Stretch to the teether. Heels in. Roll back. Roll up. Last time. Stretch to your teether. Now squeeze those inner thighs together. Reach to your toes. Carve your belly back. Roll it down. Lengthen out. Big breath in. Exhale. Reach to the ceiling. Chin to chest. Plug those legs in. Roll up. Lift up. Reach up. Carve it back. Reach it long. 2 more here. Chin to chest. Roll up. Uplift up. Roll back. Lengthen out. Last time. Find that scoop. Lift it up. Take your arms up. Get a little taller if you can. Roll it down. Down. Bend the knees. Plant the feet. Let's take the arms back down by our sides. Again, find that shoulder bridge. Squeeze the glutes. Roll the hips up. Press into your feet. Press into your palms. Melt it back down. Down. Finding the top of the bridge. Opening up those hip flexors. Splay your toes. Press into your heels if you need to. Tip your pelvis towards you. Roll it down. Now hold the up on this one. Press into your arms and just see if you can find a march. Exhale, knee to chest and down. Or just tabletop. You don't need to pull it to your chest. One more each side. Even yourself out. Reach your arms back. Pick your heels up. Melt through your spine. Circle the arms. Hug the knees in. Give yourself a little rock. Side to side here. Come center. Exhale, find your curl. Roll your shoulders down. Send your legs out on the diagonal. Pump your 100. Inhale for 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. And out. That's 20. If you need to bring the legs up a little higher on the diagonal, you're more than welcome to. Or you can challenge yourself by lowering them a little bit more. Always squeezing glutes, always squeezing inner thighs. Breathing in through your nose, inflating your belly. Let's take 2 more big breaths here. And exhale. And in. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the legs, reach the arms. Reach to the ceiling. Chin to chest, curl it all the way up and over. Taking a nice deep stretch. Forehead to the knees. Roll it up. Let's bring it center here. So roll your shoulders out a few times. Draw them down the chest, and then turn your chin to the right. Drop your chin to your chest, little neck roll to stretch the neck. Bring it center, reverse look left. Chin to chest. Pick it up. Center one more time. To each side. And now just drop one ear to your shoulder. Lift. Ear to shoulder. Lift. Noticing which side of your neck feels any tighter. Allowing it to open up. Trying to balance it out. Now go ahead and go to your first side. Take that same arm. Reach your fingertips just behind your ear. And allow your opposite fingers to drop to the mat. Ever so slightly increasing that stretch. And then gently turn your chin towards your shoulder. Bring your hand behind your head. Slight pull forward to stretch the trap. And then release the hand. Roll your chin around to the other side. Look center. Drop in the opposite direction. Same hand comes up behind the ear. Pull very softly. And then roll your chin to your chest, hand reaches behind. Slight pull forward. And then release the grip, rolling the chin, bringing your head up. Give those shoulders a few rolls, allowing them to settle down your back, maybe a little further away from your ears. And when we started, take a deep breath in. Reach up, look up, palms together, down in front of your heart center. Taking a moment of gratitude for this time spent with your body. I'm so grateful you chose to spend your boxing day, or at least part of it, with me, and I will see you on the mat next time.